Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about UConn beating San Diego State comfortably in the national championship game by the score of 76-59. Although the game got sort of close towards the end, UConn just eventually pulled away for a blowout victory as they won by 17 points. For the entire night, it just seemed as if UConn was in control over San Diego State the entire game. Before I say anything else though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So here it is. What is your reaction to UConn beating San Diego State by the score of 76-59? Honestly, I am not surprised one bit that San Diego State got blown out to UConn. I said yesterday that UConn was going to win by 14. I was wrong. They won by 17. I saw that the line said UConn by 7. I was thinking in my head, how? And after watching what I saw yesterday about the beatdown of UConn to San Diego State, I'm thinking, how is it only a 7-point line in the betters? Because when you look at these two teams, UConn is definitively better than San Diego State. It's not even close. Do I think San Diego State's run to the national championship game was awesome? Yes, it was incredible. It's a great story. But let's be honest, San Diego State should have been already eliminated in the Elite Eight when they got bailed out by the refs against Creighton. They also got bailed out in the Final Four against FAU when Lamont Butler hit a game-winning shot from mid-range as time expired, as they made a huge comeback. Let's be honest, San Diego State was not going to continue getting lucky. Meanwhile, for UConn, they've done nothing but dominate in the postseason. UConn made 6 straight blowout victories in March Madness. That's extremely hard to do. In the tournament where teams are known to get upset more than ever, more than any other league, more than any other tournament, UConn just showed their dominance. The crazy thing about UConn's dominance was that they were not a 1 seed. They were also not a 2 seed. They were also not a 3 seed. They were a 4 seed in the West region. Don't ask me why they're in the West region, because Connecticut is not in the West Coast, but whatever. The point is, UConn dominated in the postseason. Adama Sanogo won Most Outstanding Player in the final. Congrats to him. He made a big impact on the game, scoring 17 points, getting 10 rebounds, and he was a defensive presence all over the place. He was the biggest player on the floor, and he played like the biggest player on both teams. He took over the game, so you got to give him credit where credit was due. You also got to talk about Jordan Hawkins. Jordan Hawkins chipped in with 16 points, putting in 4 rebounds as well. So credit to him as well. And then, of course, there was Tristan Newton, 19 points, 10 rebounds, played really well. Those 3 players did a good job carrying the UConn Huskies into such a big lead. And you look at what UConn did in the first half. They did a good job scoring points on San Diego State. I thought San Diego State, they might be able to keep a fight in the first half. I was not necessarily correct about that. UConn shot the ball all over the place over San Diego State in the first half. However, I was right about San Diego State giving a fight at some point during the game, and that's exactly what they did, because at one point, San Diego State got this lead cut down to 5 late in the game, but then UConn, they just took over, they made their shots, they made their free throws, they out-rebounded San Diego State, they hustled for more loose balls, they passed the ball better than San Diego State. And let's be honest, San Diego State's offense, they don't score a lot of points. For them to score 59 points, that was actually pretty good by them. I know I said yesterday that they would score 61, but a lot of people was telling me that no college hoops, that's extremely brave of you to say that San Diego State is going to score that much, but they almost did, so I was only 2 points off. And as for UConn, I said they would score 75. They ended up scoring 76, so I was 1 point off. Crazy thing was, if UConn just misses one more free throw, or if San Diego State just makes an extra layup, my score prediction would have been 100% correct. That just shows you my accuracy within these score picks. I mean, it's hard to get these picks right, but then when you get the picks right and you're basically within the zone for getting the points right, I mean, that's just really impressive, at least in my personal opinion. It also helped that UConn shot 43.4% as a team. They also did a good job knocking down 6 threes. They shot 35.3% from the 3-point line. As for San Diego State, they were not the most efficient shooting team. They went through multiple scoring droughts throughout the game. They only shot 32.2% from the field. And as for the 3-point line, they only shot 26.1%. When you shoot like that, you're not going to win a lot of games very often. And UConn, congrats to them. When we see teams in college basketball miss free throws all the time, it gets really frustrating. But UConn did not do that. UConn only missed 3 free throws They shot 88.9% from the free throw line. As for San Diego State, they shot 75% from the free throw line. So when you looked at these top teams, I mean, it was just pretty obvious that UConn was significantly better than San Diego State. They had better shooters, they had better rebounders, they had better passers, they had better pretty much everything. The only thing that San Diego State might have had over UConn was maybe their bench, but that doesn't really matter in the big games. What matters is star power, and UConn just simply had more star power than San Diego State. And by the way, UConn, they are now a blue blood program, and a lot of people might say, how? They're not a Power 5 team, but UConn, they've won 5 championships since 1999. That's already more than Kansas. That's on the same level as Duke. That's just one less than UNC. Then you look at how UCLA has 11 and Kentucky has 8 national titles to their name. When you talk about most championships in program history, UConn is definitely up there. To me, they're definitely a blue blood basketball school. That's how good they are. Credit to them. And I think they need to honestly get more recognition than what they've been getting. Congrats to Dan Hurley, head coach of UConn. He's done an excellent job rebuilding this UConn team into title contenders, into national champions. Congrats to him. Congrats to the whole UConn team. They've done an incredible job the whole year. I know that they had a losing streak in the middle of it, but outside of it, they've been very dominant. And UConn, they've done a good job executing what they're supposed to execute. And at the end of the day, what did it lead them to? It led them to winning a national championship. It also helped that they dominated every single game in March Madness, which is extremely rare to do. So that was why UConn was able to beat San Diego State comfortably, as they won by the score of 76-59. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinTran and that Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.